Hello and welcome back to Living Our Best Life. My name is Keith, and we just recently returned from a 5-day cruise aboard the Norwegian Jade. The cruise actually kind of exceeded our expectations. We kind of didn't know what to expect. It was an older ship. It was also a small ship. I think the capacity was about 2,500 people. And so we had been recently cruising on larger ships and more modern ships. So we kind of had low expectations, but lo and behold, we were really pleasantly surprised. The cruise turned out to be one of the best ones that we've taken in a while. We really enjoyed it. It was very relaxing. While on the cruise, we had 2 stops. One was at Great Stirrup Cay, Norwegian's private island. The other one was at Cozumel. Now, we've been to Cozumel probably 4 or 5 times, so you always have to kind of find something to do in Cozumel. Last time we were there, we went to Mr. Sancho's, and it was fun. This time, we chose to go to Paradise Beach, which is much like Mr. Sancho's in the way that they charge you one fee, and that covers all the food and drink and the use of the pool and the beach and pretty much everything there. There are a few exceptions that you have to pay for, such as the water sports in the water and things like that. But our primary concern was just to go have a great beach day, maybe do some snorkeling, eat some good food, and have some good drinks. And it turned out really, really well. And normally when I do make videos of our cruises, I usually just include a few minutes of the snorkeling that we did while we were there. But this time I actually wanted to make a separate video of the snorkeling because it was such a unique experience, an experience that we hadn't quite seen before. Now, if you've been to Paradise Beach before, you're well aware of the pier that they have down on the beach with the Paradise Beach sign. You can walk out on that pier. There's a ladder off to the side, and then there's another ladder with steps in the very end of the pier. And literally all the fish and marine life is directly under that pier. And it was so unique in the fact that as soon as you set foot in the water, it's all right in front of you. And it's kind of mind-blowing because I don't think I've ever quite seen fish behave this way. I mean, they were so bold. They came right up to you. They came right up to your camera. I'm pretty sure that these fish have been just being fed, and that's what they were expecting, is for people to feed them, because there didn't seem to be any fear. And we also saw some unique things while there. There was a barracuda in the water. He was probably about 3 foot long, but he swam around us pretty much the whole time we were down there. And we also saw some sort of stingray that hung around on the bottom. And then at one point, as you'll see in the video, there was this massive, massive wall of, I guess, what appears to be minnows. And I mean, it was probably a good 15, 20 feet wide and a good 10 feet tall. And they stayed right there at the pier. And the only time they moved is if you actually went into them, and then they would scatter. And then as soon as you got out of their way, they would reassemble back to each other. And we got a lot of video of that because it was something that we'd never seen before. Maybe that you have seen it, but we never have. And it was wild. So I wanted to make this video, and it's going to be a little long, but if you like snorkeling and if you're planning on going to Paradise Beach in Cozumel, this is it. I'll show you exactly where to go, and right there at that pier, everything that you're going to want to see is right there. Now, we did go out away from the pier, and there was really no fish or wildlife there. It seems like they all bunch up under the pier. Now, there's a few, if you get 10, 12, 15 feet away from the pier, that you're going to see some fish, but nothing like that what's under it. The video that you'll see was shot on the Insta360 Ace Pro, and I used a dive case. I think the video came out really good, but it was under the pier most of the time, so it's a little dark. But I think it cleaned up really well, and I think you'll enjoy the video. So that's it. That's the snorkeling video at Paradise Beach. If you do go to Paradise Beach, which looks like most cruises go to Cozumel at some point. So Paradise Beach is a great place to go. And if you love to snorkel, there's a bonus, because we didn't really find anything snorkel-wise at Mr. Sancho's. But Paradise Beach at that pier is just phenomenal. So if you go to Paradise Beach, go down the pier, go down the ladder. It's all right under the pier. It's about 10 feet deep there, maybe a little deeper, but not much. All the fish and wildlife and barracudas and stingrays are all right there. And it was a blast, and we really enjoyed it. Now, our next cruise is coming up in about a month at the end of September. We are going to Princess Cays, and we are going to Grand Turk on the Carnival Freedom. And so we're looking forward to doing some more snorkeling at those two stops. From what I understand, in Grand Turk, you can snorkel on either side of the pier that walks in from the ships and comes in to the left or the right of the Grand Turk sign. So we're going to try that. And also there's some great snorkeling to be had at Princess Cays from what I understand. But if you got any ideas, any suggestions about where we snorkel at when we go on those stops, just drop a comment down below and let us know if there's a secret spot there in Princess Cays or Grand Turk where we should go. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.